Sexual assault charges are laid against a previously released sex offender.
And the Sochi Olympics kick off today in Russia. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Friday, February 7th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Mark McKelvey. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm today's Yastrzebski. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Mark has our top story.
10 sexual assault charges against a Toronto man have been announced today. Police say 41-year-old Hassan Stephen Jarrar is a high-risk offender. He had been convicted for a vicious sexual assault in 1997. It's alleged the suspect lured a girl over the internet and sexually assaulted her in a hotel in the Queensway and Royal York Road area. Today, a spokesperson for the Sex Crimes Unit said sex offenders often catch their victims online.
We do everything we possibly can to monitor these people, conditions through the judicial system. But again, as I was saying, the internet, unfortunately, is where these predators hang around and they surf on it, and they have the time to do it.
Jarrar is scheduled to appear in court at College Park today. Police say there may be other victims.
Rob Ford is ordering staff to take down the rainbow flag at City Hall after it was put up earlier today. Ford says the games are about being patriotic, not about sexual preference. The rainbow-colored flag was raised to protest anti-gay laws in Russia during the Winter Games. Other Canadian cities and organizations around the world are taking similar actions. Last night, a protest was held in Toronto outside the Russian consulate, calling on sponsors of the Winter Olympics to speak out against Russia's controversial laws on homosexuality.
A Mississauga student has filed a complaint against his high school, accusing them of homophobia. Grade 12 student Christopher Carras says staff at École Secondaire Catholique Sainte-Famille discriminated against him for being gay. Carras says incidents of discrimination have been happening for years. In one of the incidents, Carras says he tried to approach the vice principal about a book containing homophobic slurs and was told the school does not censor books. Carras is looking for $25,000 in compensation and a letter of apology from the school.
The best fix for the aging Gardiner Expressway has been a heated topic of discussion. A new report by city staff suggests the crumbling structure should be removed. But at a public meeting last night, people had a different opinion. Reporter Kaya Welsh was there.
At the Toronto Reference Library, people came in droves to express their opinion on the Gardiner Expressway. Boards for proposed plans lined the entrance of the room. City staff suggested 4 options for the freeway: replace it, remove it, improve it, or maintain it. Vice President for Planning and Design at Waterfront Toronto, Christopher Glaziak, presented a report that evaluated the 4 alternatives for the expressway. The report says removing the highway would save millions of dollars for the city. Chair of Waterfront Toronto, Mark Wilson, says there are numerous factors that show the removal option is best.
The remove option scores overall best on many characteristics in terms of urban design, in terms of cost, in terms of environmental factors, but it is the one that has the most significant impact on auto travel times.
When conducting the study, the project team looked at various American cities that have undertaken similar infrastructure projects. During discussion and feedback about the report, people voiced their concerns about the freeway. One of the attendees at the meeting, Peggy Mulder, says the Gardiner should be maintained or improved.
Well, guess what? When they're doing repairs on the streets, etc., it's going to take me 2 hours to get from Kipling to Don Valley and Eglinton. That's ridiculous. You have to have the expressway through.
People are encouraged to provide feedback online at gardinereast.ca by February 20th. A final report will go to the city's Public Works Committee by March 4th, and if approved, could be before council by April. Kaya Welsh, Humber News.
Thanks, Kaya. Now an update on a story we brought you yesterday. Humber College canceled classes this Wednesday at 3 p.m. after a hefty snowfall. Rumors have been circulating that the college made the decision late in the day so there would not be an impact on its funding from the province. Associate Vice President of Administrative Services, Tracy Fattori, says the rumors are not true and the school's decision to cancel classes is not affected by any funding it may receive. Humber President Chris Whitaker also confirmed school funding is not affected by snow days.
And another Humber update, the winners of Humber's Got Talent were crowned yesterday. Jane, who wants to be referred only by her first name, won $500 for her rendition of Make You Feel My Love. And Raul Pinto was awarded $300 for singing the Spanish song Color Esperanza. Third place winner Mary Avenbon also sang. She received an $100 gift certificate.
When we come back, we'll have more news from across the country and around the world. Darren O'Malley will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with John Mace.